Sometimes, a single moment has the power to stop the entire world in its tracks, sending an electric shockwave through millions of hearts across the globe, and that is exactly what happened when the City of Lights suddenly became the center of the universe. In the middle of a beautiful Parisian evening, an unexpected broadcast began to blink on screens everywhere, igniting a frenzy that no one saw coming as the unmistakable faces of Taehyung, Jungkook, and J-Hope suddenly appeared together, live from France. The sheer shock of seeing these three brothers sharing the same space, laughing under the European sky, instantly shattered the internet, because this was not just a casual sighting or a planned media appearance, but a raw, unscripted moment of pure joy that fans had been aching to see for what felt like an eternity. The atmosphere in Paris was already thick with anticipation as the legendary group prepared to take over the iconic Stade de France for their massive world tour, but nothing could have prepared the global fandom for the sudden magic of a live stream showing the trio wandering the streets and sharing their unfiltered happiness with the world. As the camera focused on their smiling faces, the emotional weight of their reunion in this historic city began to sink in, painting a picture of friendship that has withstood the ultimate tests of time, intense global pressure, and long periods of separation. Looking at Jungkook's bright, energetic eyes next to J-Hope's radiating warmth, and Taehyung's effortlessly cool yet deeply emotional presence, it became beautifully clear that the unbreakable bond they forged over a decade ago remains completely untouched by the passage of years. Every laugh they shared echoed with the memories of their journey from teenage dreamers to global icons, and the city of Paris served as the most breathtaking backdrop imaginable for a brotherhood that has inspired millions to hold on to hope. The streets of France seemed to quiet down just to listen to their voices, and for those watching across different time zones, huddled over their phones in the dead of night or the early morning, the distance completely evaporated, replaced by a profound sense of comfort and belonging that only these specific souls can provide. Just when the internet thought it had reached the absolute peak of excitement, a sudden wave of curiosity and awe swept through social media as eagle-eyed fans noticed a breathtaking update on Taehyung's personal Instagram account. A brand new story materialized, confirming that this magical Parisian night was being permanently etched into their history, a quiet validation from V himself that this moment meant just as much to them as it did to the millions watching from afar. The confirmation of his Instagram story felt like a warm, personal letter sent straight to the hearts of the fandom, bridging the gap between superstar and supporter, and proving once again that despite reaching the absolute pinnacle of global fame, they still find their greatest joy in the simplest moments spent together. This digital footprint became an instant sanctuary for fans to gather, cry tears of happiness, and marvel at the beautiful reality that after everything they have been through, the spark between the members burns brighter and warmer than ever before, illuminating the dark corners of the world with an addictive, irresistible happiness that keeps everyone completely spellbound. The digital world seemed to hold its breath in unison as the weight of that simple, fleeting Instagram story began to truly settle in, transforming a routine evening into an unforgettable milestone of shared devotion. There was something intensely intimate about the way the camera moved, capturing the golden hues of the Parisian streetlights reflecting off their faces, showing a side of these global icons that the grandest stadium stages could never fully replicate. In those unedited frames, J-Hope's laughter was a physical force, wrapping around Jungkook and Taehyung like a protective shield, reminding everyone that no matter how vast the oceans between them or how grueling their individual paths had been, their return to one another would always feel like coming home. The sheer spontaneity of the live broadcast broke through the polished, calculated nature of modern celebrity culture, offering instead a raw slice of their reality where three boys from South Korea could still find childlike wonder in the heart of Europe. Every glance exchanged between them carried a silent language of mutual understanding, built on years of shared tears, sleepless nights of training, and the staggering reality of carrying the dreams of an entire generation on their shoulders. As the live stream continued to trend globally, capturing the attention of millions who watched the viewer count skyrocket into unprecedented territory, the emotional resonance of their presence in Paris took on a deeper, almost poetic meaning. Paris has always been a city associated with art, romance, and timeless beauty, but on this particular night, it became the canvas for a masterpiece of human connection that transcended language barriers and cultural divides. Fans watched as Taehyung leaned in close to Jungkook, sharing a quiet whisper that sparked an immediate, bright smile on the younger member's face, a fleeting moment of pure comfort that spoke volumes about the silent support they constantly offer one another behind the scenes. This wasn't just about three superstars promoting an upcoming concert, it was a testament to survival, to staying grounded in the storm of global adulation, and to preserving the sacred pieces of their youth that they vowed never to let go. The atmosphere of the stream was heavy with a sweet nostalgia, making viewers look back at how far they had all traveled together, from humble beginnings in tiny practice rooms to standing as giants under the Parisian sky, yet still remaining the same humble, deeply affectionate souls who find solace in each other's laughter. The ripple effect of Taehyung's confirmed Instagram story began to spark intense conversations across every online platform, with fans analyzing every frame not out of mere obsession, but out of a deep-seated love that celebrates their happiness above all else. The story, captured in that distinct, artistic aesthetic that V is so widely celebrated for, felt like a deliberate pause in time, a gentle reminder from him to the fans to cherish this very second because life is beautiful and fleeting. It was as if he was inviting the entire world into their private sanctuary, letting everyone lean in just close enough to feel the warmth of their fire. With every passing minute of the broadcast, the collective heartbeat of the fandom beat in perfect synchronization, united by the overwhelming realization that the bond between BTS and their army is not built on fleeting trends, but on a profound, emotional architecture that grows stronger with every year. As the night in Paris began to deepen and the live stream eventually drew to a close, a lingering sense of peace and overwhelming gratitude remained in the air, leaving millions of inspired souls staring at their screens, deeply comforted by the knowledge that some lights are simply meant to burn together, forever casting away the darkness. The echoes of that Parisian night continued to reverberate through the collective consciousness of the global community, proving that even after the screens went dark, the emotional gravity of what had just transpired refused to fade. It was in the quiet aftermath of the live broadcast that the true depth of the moment began to unfold, as millions of people around the world found themselves unable to sleep, bound together by a shared sense of overwhelming wonder and relief. The realization that Taehyung, Jungkook, and J-Hope were navigating the shifting tides of their monumental careers with their brotherhood completely intact served as a soothing balm for a fandom that has weathered every storm alongside them. Every replayed clip and slowed-down video circulating online became a sacred artifact, analyzed not for the sake of gossip, but out of a profound appreciation for the subtle, unspoken gestures of love, a gentle pat on the back from J-Hope, a quiet, lingering look of admiration from Jungkook, and the serene, grounded smile of Taehyung as he watched his brothers simply exist in their joy. This spontaneous reunion beneath the French sky became a powerful symbol of resilience, illustrating that no matter how heavy the crown of global stardom becomes, the weight is easily carried when distributed among brothers who have bled and triumphed together. The streets of Paris, known historically for inspiring some of the world's greatest poets and artists, had just played host to a modern epic of loyalty and devotion that no scriptwriter could ever replicate. As fans looked at the confirmed Instagram story over and over, it became clear that V was offering a glimpse into their emotional sanctuary, a place where the chaotic noise of external expectations completely dissolves into the background, leaving only the pure, unadulterated essence of their connection. The addictive nature of the footage lay precisely in this vulnerability. It was a rare, precious window into a reality where the biggest artists on the planet could strip away the grandeur of the stadium lights and just be vulnerable, happy, and deeply connected young men enjoying a summer breeze in a beautiful city. The lingering magic of this moment has cemented itself into the history of the group as a turning point of emotional renewal, reigniting a fierce, protective passion within the hearts of millions who vow to support them until the very end. The narrative of this night was not written in the headlines of major news outlets, but in the tear-stained messages of gratitude shared by fans across every continent, who found a renewed sense of hope and strength just by witnessing their idols smile. It served as a beautiful, undeniable truth that the journey they embarked on so many years ago is nowhere near its conclusion, but is instead evolving into something even more majestic and deeply rooted. As dawn began to break in Paris, washing the historic buildings in pale blue and gold, the memory of their laughter remained suspended in the air, a timeless testament to a bond that is fiercely protected, endlessly celebrated, and utterly unbreakable, leaving the entire world waiting with bated breath for the next chapter they will write together.